It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And look at the afterglow of light bathing the Mississippi River in the Crescent City, New Orleans. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. Earlier in the season, the New Orleans Pelicans ended up losing their last game in this matchup against the San Antonio Spurs. And that loss puts them in danger of being swept in the season series here. So, to say the least, they'd like to avoid that.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court right now for the Spurs, the always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Aldridge out there with David Lee, and it's Leonard in at the three. Here's Lee, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Here's Parker. Takes it off the glass.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Pass to Andrews. Aldridge against Davis. Fader on the way. Green with the rebound.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And Lee with the stuff.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
Williams kicks to good. Andrews covered by Parker. Andrews passes to Davis. Shot clock at 5. That's good. Davis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Aldridge inside. He's guarded by Davis. Great D that time from Davis.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Andrews. Misses the three. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Lee up top. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Andrews passes to Williams. There's the dish to Cousins. And there's the pass to Andrews. Here's Davis. The shot is off. Good D by Lee.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Aldridge, good.
That's just run of the mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Davis, good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. 6 points for Anthony Davis.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Aldridge is screened. Off the pick. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Williams dishes to Cousins. Here's Andrews. The rebound by the Spurs. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Very satisfying road win because you're right. There was tremendous balance displayed. I mean, the crowd was basically stunned at how they were able to dismantle that defense.
Nobody near Williams. Andrews passes to Davis. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge. Pelicans shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
Now, here's Parker. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
And how about the extraordinary display of his passing in that game? He was making all the right decisions and had their offense humming.
The Spurs shooting their first foul shots of the night here. The free throw drops for Leonard. And he can't hit the second. Pelicans trail by 4. Dishes it to Cousins. Davis down low. He's against Green. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And that's 11 points for Anthony Davis. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Aldridge with a screen on Williams. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Lee left side. Again, the miss by the Spurs. New Orleans gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And Williams, here we go. It's good. This game is all even.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Parker with it. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Now Leonard hits the jumper. Leonard's got 5 now. Now here's Williams. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Davis sets a screen. No luck. Aldridge with some nice D. Leonard attacking, and he goes in for the dunk.
Well, that's going to be a throwdown every time with that mismatch inside. I mean, he's just too big and strong for him.
That first time out of the game called for New Orleans. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And in that game, guys, their three-point shooting really was their own worst enemy. Even when they got the open looks, they just had an inability to knock them down.
And, guys, you've seen it happen to every team. You have to be a threat from beyond the arc nowadays, and if your team goes cold, it really can sabotage your game.
And Cousins gets it to go. San Antonio leading. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with New Orleans head coach. I asked him what they needed to key in on defensively, and he said, well, we've got to limit penetration by Tony Parker. He's really the, quote, head of the snake, and with his floater, he doesn't need to get all the way to the rim to score. It's crucial that we do our best to keep him outside the lane. Guys, that's no easy assignment. We'll see how much success they have defensively.
Thank you, Doris. Offensive rebound, Aldridge. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up. Pigeon.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Now here's Parker. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Azili's checked in. Hill against Aldridge. Hill passes to Torres. A floater, and that is good.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket, using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Gasol wide open, he fires, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 3 assists tonight. Torres covered by Parker. Pick up by Hill. Here's Torres. Here's Azili. The shot no good. Aldridge with some nice D. San Antonio's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Passes it to Parker. He feeds it to Leonard. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
I don't think you can say enough about the quarter he's having. Every one of his attempts has gone down.
Pelicans trail by 4. Torres, the pass to Hill. Shot from the top of the key, and he gets the bucket. Hill's got his first bucket in this one. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Now here's Mills. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Here's Oubre, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And so here is New Orleans after the basket by San Antonio. And that one's good.
Really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Spurs leading by 4. Fires the 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Torres can't get it to go, and San Antonio will go the other way with it.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Young with no one around, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Pass to Gasol. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Here's Goodwin after the basket by San Antonio. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Got it off in time. And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps and bounds, and he talked about his
a lot of face-up, like you do the one dribble pull-up.
Well, I'll tell you, you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can hit.
Yeah, the brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him, and I say that affectionately. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use until much later in their careers, Kevin.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
On the floor for San Antonio, we've got Oubre. David Lee is out there with Mills, and it's Simmons in at the 2. And that one's good.
Great move there. That spin just dusted off the defense.
Pelicans trail by 7. Young outside. He dishes it to Williams. Pass to Andrews. All sorts of time. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 4 assists now tonight.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Here's Simmons. Last game he had 13. The feed now to Mills. Connects from three-point range. And the Spurs lead by 8.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. A different look now for San Antonio. Aldridge comes in for Bertans, and it's Kawhi Leonard in for Oubre. Feeds to Simmons.
And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
The Spurs making a switch here. Green's checked in. It's stolen. Andrews. He's covered by Leonard. Cousins, the pass to Andrews. Leonard with the steal. And he finishes it off with a... one-handed jam.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends. Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Screen by Cousins. Williams dishes to Cousins, and Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Parker's checked in for Patty Mills. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Kicks to Williams. The dish to Young. Back to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Pelicans trail by 7. And Young, here we go. And a chance now. Look at the small forwards who have been dominant this season offensively. Kawhi Leonard on top.
whatever you want. The bottom line is he just finds a way to score. And when he gets going, he can tear the rest of the NBA to shreds.
Well, there's no question he is the priority for any defense they're up against. He's impossible to shut down entirely, so you just want to slow him down from his spot on the wing.
Out to Lee. Spurs working the ball around now. To the paint. Knocked away. Leonard. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Green. He's averaging 8 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Yeah, great hustle, does all the little things. Just a good complimentary guy to have on your team.
Charlie Villanueva's checked in for the Pelicans. For New Orleans, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Williams kicks to Davis. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Aldridge a screen. Parker passes to Green. Back to Parker. On the wing. Here's Lee. Goes back up. No good. Davis with some nice D. Pelicans trail by 7. And there's the pass to Williams. Out of bounds. Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
He kicks it to Villanueva. That 3 off the mark. Spurs leading by 7. Green inside the three-point line, and that one goes long.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points. Coming in transition.
San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Parker with no one around. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists. Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
Torres checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Pau Gasol is checked in for Lee. Here's Davis. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting. Spurs leading by 9. And here is Parker. There's the screen. Gasol, a screen on Williams, and the wide open shot from Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 5th assist in this one. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Screen by Villanueva. It's Williams with the drive. And Davis can't get it to go.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean, deterred them from those plans. And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Here's Torres. Green with the rebound. San Antonio's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Releases. No good off the front iron. Pelicans trail by 14. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Spurs leading by 14. Dishes it to Villanueva. Here's Davis.
Davis playing very well. He's got 17 points and 1 steal.
And we've all watched him just be an unstoppable force here tonight.
Well, nothing they've done on the defensive end has been able to slow him down. I mean, he's doing exactly what he wants to when he wants to do it.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. It's Parker with the drive. Sweet little floater. Parker's got the lead up to 14 now for the Spurs.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Young's checked in for the Pelicans. Here's Mills. Gasol a screen. And Mills kicks to Gasol. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Shot's good by Mills.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Passes it to Ezeli. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Boy, they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Goodwin with the steal. There's a minute 47 left here in the second. Pass to Torres. 16 feet away. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. Gasol's got his 4th rebound in this one. He feeds it to Simmons. They get a hand on it. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And now let's bring you the list of the top 3-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games. In the 3rd spot, the Spurs.
They've been really pleased, Kevin, with their 3-point game. It's working better for them thanks to some adjustments they've made in their transition game.
Goodwin with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. That's good.
What do you do with that guy? With his handles, he abuses defenders.
San Antonio leading by 12. Now Mills. He's got 5. There's the pick. Shot clock at 6. For the 3. Can't get it to go. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta, where they'll take on the Hawks. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. And the pass to Torres. There's the triple. Rebound San Antonio. Gasol's got his 5th rebound in this one.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Here's Simmons. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Now, here's Goodwin. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. No good on the buzzer beater. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. It's San Antonio
will pop a solid halftime lead here. How were you able to keep their offensive firepower in check so well in that second quarter?
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He ended up with 19 points, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, shooters were popping open right and left.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Leonard playing extremely well. 19 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
He can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
We've got Goodwin, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Mo Williams, and it's Andrews in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Parker with the steal. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Mo Williams.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
For San Antonio, they have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
And Tony Parker drops them both. Here's Williams. Outside, Davis. Back to Williams. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Williams has got 5 points so far.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Parker with him. Williams picks him up. Leonard with the screen on Williams. Parker outside to the middle. Leonard, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Leonard's got 21 in the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
Plenty of space, and he hits the jump shot. He's got 23.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Davis sets a screen. Williams dishes to Cousins. The jump hook. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Cousins has got 7 points in the game.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
Here's Parker. 8 points for him. Here's Lee. Out to Parker. The 3. That is good. Parker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Pelicans trail by 18. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Cousins. Good D by Lee.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Parker, right side. Lays it up, and despite it, the excellent defense at that. Parker's got 13.
And we're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
No good from Cousins. San Antonio leading by 20. Parker with it. Williams picks him up. Aldridge a screen. Green kicks to Aldridge. Pass to Leonard. Out to Parker. 4 on the clock. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Lee gets the ball.
Didn't have any problem knocking that one down. Another defensive lapse leading to 2 more.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Here's Cousins. Count it from 12. Cousins has got 9.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Lee. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Williams kicks to Davis to the middle. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by Davis. And that's now 11 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Parker passes to Green. And here is Parker. He's got 13. Aldridge inside. He's guarded by Davis. They get it back. And Davis sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
Timeout Spurs.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Pelicans dance team.
On defense, the Pelicans. Parker's shot is off.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Spurs.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
Here's Aldridge. Boom, he jams it straight down.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
Williams inside the line. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Torres checked in for Williams. Pau Gasol is checked in for San Antonio. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his first foul. A different look now for San Antonio. Simmons is checked in, and it's Mills in for Parker.
Mills.
And so here is New Orleans. Screen by Cousins. Torres covered by Mills. Shot clock at 5. That's good. 7 points in the game. Spurs Spurs leading by 17. He dishes it to Gasol. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the three, coming right back with my own triple.
Torres, the pass to Cousins. To the paint, Andrews. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. And the Spurs with possession here. 22 is their biggest lead. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. And that game will be game 3 of 5 away from home. Here's Aldridge. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
Boy, look at the night for LaMarcus Aldridge. He's got 10 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Cousins. Hill comes in for Davis. Young is subbed in for Goodwin. From 11 feet away, they get the rebound. Tries again, and it's good on the layup. 11 points in the game.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Gasol drives in, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Passes it to Torres. Looking to get back on track here. He takes it up and lays it in.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Spurs leading by 17. Here's Simmons. He's got 5. Over to the left wing. Here's Oubre. And the basket good. New Orleans has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Torres, the pass to Young, to the inside. An easy layup after coming off the pick. He's got 6.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Gasol dishes to Aldridge, and he slams it one-handed.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
The Pelicans call timeout.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And the Pelicans making a change here. Villanueva's checked in. Bertanis, he's checked in for the Spurs. Tipped away. Pelicans trailed by 19. Young picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backcourt. They'll give it up. Shooting at a high percentage. All teams aim to do that. Let's see the league's best. Number 1, the Spurs.
Kevin, I've always said shooting percentage individually and for a team is a function of the kinds of shots you get. This team leads the league in shooting percentage because 1, they have good shooters, but 2, they take high-quality shots. They're a very disciplined group.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Inside. San Antonio with the rebound.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
In the corner, it's Oubre. A three-pointer off the mark. And the Pelicans shooting an efficient 53% from the field. And Villanueva kicks to Hill. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Ezeli the pass to Villanueva. 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Buries it from three-point range. Villanueva's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Spurs leading by 19. And Mills kicks to Simmons. Keep the Mills. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Charlie Villanueva.
Gasol doing all sorts of things. He has 14 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Goodwin's checked in for Young. New Orleans has gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Off the screen. The shot will not go. Now San Antonio takes it the other way.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And Gasol slams it in.
Flush that thing down, young fellas.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
Now here's Goodwin. Defense is right there. And Villanueva has it in the corner. That's good. Villanueva's got 5 points in the quarter. And here's Mills from the arc. Can't connect. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And so it's New Orleans with it. On the court for San Antonio. Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Aldridge out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Lee in at the 5 spot. Cousins with it. The fadeaway. Hits some rim on the way in. And the bucket's good. Cousins has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for New Orleans. Outside Leonard. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. A chance here now for a three-point play.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
A free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. The Pelicans shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Cousins with a screen on Parker. They set the screen. The jump hook, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. 24 points for Davis.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Aldridge a screen. Parker drives in, and stolen by Cousins. Williams dishes to Davis. Nice move. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge. Free throw good, Davis.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
San Antonio leading by 18. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. That's good. 15 points for Tony Parker.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Fades. And it's Davis missing. San Antonio's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Here is Williams. Poked loose. Parker with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup. Parker's got 4 points this quarter.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Now Goodwin. Screen by Cousins. Clock is at 3. Fires the 3. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
San Antonio calls timeout.
You know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Leonard, and Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. Here's Cousins. Pass to Andrews. And out of bounds. As the Spurs gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Spurs leading by 21. It's Parker with the drive. Great D that time from Davis. Soft touch off the glass. And that's now 6 points for Archie Goodwin.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Parker passes to Leonard. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Leonard's got 9 points now in just the second half. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Williams attacking. Andrews laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Parker kicks to Leonard. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Lee against Cousins. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Lee has been putting up the numbers. He has 8 points and 3 assists. He's gotten after it on the boards for them as well as in the transition game.
And I like the fact that one has really fed into the other.
And that one falls for David Lee. A different look now for San Antonio. Oubre's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. B comes in for Green. And it's D in for Tony Parker. Pelicans trail by 21. Now here's Williams. They set the pick. Down low. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Here's Murray. Aldridge a screen. Now Murray. Aldridge a screen. Murray dishes to Aldridge. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Aldridge has got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Inside, Goodwin. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 9 assists now tonight.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Feeds to Goodwin. Lee with the steal. To the middle. Here's Forbes. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Pelicans trail by 21. Outside Williams. Kicks it to Davis. San Antonio with the rebound. Lee's got his 6th rebound on the night. Lee, a screen on Williams. Murray, the pass to Lee. Shot is no good. Great D that time from Davis. The Pelicans have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Goodwin, good.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Oubre. And stolen by Williams. Only one man back on D. Lee with the block. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Blows the dunk.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy two, the for sure two. No need to make it fancy and special.
Now the dish to Cousins. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Cousins has got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
And the rejection by Cousins. And they get it back. Aldridge misses. Pelicans trail by 16. Goodwin kicks to Davis. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Dishes to Lee. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And he bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right there for sure.
Yeah, he'll take those all day.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Ladies and gentlemen, your
A different look now for San Antonio. Anderson, he's checked in for Lee. And it's Bertanis in for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Davis Bertans.
San Antonio on defense. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
Andrews passes to Cousins. Davis nails the baby hook. Davis has got 11 points here in just the second half.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here is Forbes. Shot clock at 5. There's the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
Now Murray.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Spurs.
And Clark, we got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Well, basket after basket, they were in attack mode all game long.
And counting tonight's game on the season, they'll now have won 57 games this year.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins. Really asserting their dominance.
Well, they're going to finish, like you said, 4-0 against them, and you're right, very impressive.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Kawhi Leonard. Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
Seeley gets the bucket.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
The pass to Oubre. No good with the layup.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Soft touch off the glass.
Just the shot they wanted. Point blank range.
So it's San Antonio now. They lead by 14. Here's Murray. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do.
Well, and Marcus, this...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard. He really set the tone for them in the first half, and it seemed to just help carry them forward from that point on.
There was nothing they could do.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan,